I was
Hi.
wondering, she was supposed to call me back, but she didn't call me back. And it's getting a little worrisome that I've already talked to her once back when this happened, and she doesn't remember talking to me. So, I'm getting a little bit concerned that people are shuffling me around, and I'm getting left in the dark. And I don't want to. It's almost
Okay.
5. It's almost 5 o'clock, and so I just want to talk to her one more time because she was supposed to call right back.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me check and see. I know she was calling the casino and gathering information.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
Uh-huh.
Liz, Cindy's on the phone. Would you like to tell her what you found? Are you still gathering information? Okay. So you probably are not going to get back to her today, right? Okay. She's still gathering information on that.
Okay, well, can you ask her this?
She's waiting on some call back
okay,
from
but
them. Yes?
I have a question. So I went back and I listened to the call with the person that I talked, and I already talked to her. It was her that I talked to, and she's the first person I told as soon as this happened.
Liz?
Yes, and her response to me was that she literally told me that that you guys are solely in charge of how the games work and the slot machines, and that you are not the right people to talk to. It was her. She kept asking me who I spoke to, so I went back, found the call, and she's the person I reported to.
Oh, here? First. No, she had a record of your call.
No, she didn't
from
say
November.
Yeah, that's not what she said. I swear to God, I recorded that too. She promised me that
Okay.
I did not talk to her. So
well, she said you had called before. I assume that meant that she remembered, but maybe it's because you told her.
No, I don't know. I talked to her in the very beginning, and it's alarming to me that you, in fact, are in charge of everything that happened to me. So I'm alarmed at this. And so
You're alarmed? No, we're not. Well, I think what she's saying is that we regulate the casinos for how the games operate.
But you
not
also regulate
who they decide to evict or.
No, but you regulate security.
That kind of thing.
You regulate the security guards. And you regulate that my name should have been on an eviction list back in 2011. If I was evicted for criminal activity, I should be on an. You guys don't have my name anywhere.
Well, each casino has its own eviction list. They're allowed to evict people if they've had an issue with them on the property.
But if it's criminal, she said it has to go on to the list. If it's something criminal, then the gaming commission has to be made aware of that. That's what she said.
No, that's not the case. If we evicted you, like permanently excluded you as the commission, we would have, we would take that in front of our commission and that would be approved. We have like 30 people or so on that list. But each casino keeps their own list, and we wouldn't know about that.
So your website,
they know about that.
On your website, your laws or whatever they are about security guards, they say that you're supposed to be detained in some kind of a room with audio and video. So why was it?
That's surveillance regulations, yes.
Okay, well then why did your security detain me in a parking lot for hours and take my clothes off and things like that?
Well, that was not the Missouri. The casinos provide their own security, but I believe that might have been the local sheriff.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was your security guard or their security guard who identified himself as a police officer, but he called the police to come to the scene. He is not. That's not who did it. The police didn't do this. It was your security guard from the very beginning. The police would arrive later, and I can tell the difference between a police officer who has a gun and a body cam and a radio with a cord across his. I can tell the difference between a walkie-talkie and a radio that's going back to the sheriff's office. And this man kept telling me that he had a body cam on, but he's pointing at a micro or his radio to the casino. It's not a body cam. I could send you the pictures if you'd like. But I'm tired of being brushed off and pushed to the side and all these things when, in all actuality, it was your security guard. And he was on payroll at Ameristar that day. He was not being paid by anybody but Ameristar and Boyd Gaming.
Okay. Well, I mean, he would be an employee of Ameristar because we don't employ security guards.
Do you regulate the rules for security guards?
Well, we regulate rules about surveillance. We say we have rules about what security they have to have at the boat as far as whether they, some of them have to have basic life support.
Okay, so
skills, and they have to be trained in things like that.
It
so if
says
someone has a heart attack, they can help with them.
It says 11 CSR 457110 casino security officers.
That's the security office.
Security office.
Security office that they have to have, and it has to have audio and video surveillance, which has to be maintained for 14 days.
Okay, and then what
There's a rule about that.
what about detaining somebody? What's the rule about that?
I don't recall a rule about detaining people, but that doesn't mean it's not there. Let me look.
Okay. It says the surveillance system must cover all areas of any security office where any persons may be detained,
Right.
questioned,
that's
interviewed.
where you have to have surveillance.
Okay, so you don't have it out in the parking lot. So
no, if they take you off the gaming floor and to speak to you, they can only do it in a room where there's video and surveillance coverage, so that our troopers can make sure that everything is copacetic. So if someone were to call, there would be some video and surveillance so they could go see for themselves and not have to rely on what the casino is telling us, so that we can make an objective decision as to whether anything happened wrong. But you're saying everything happened in the parking lot.
I'm saying that I'm not saying you're okay. Let's say Ameristar security.
You mean the casinos?
Yeah, the casino security guard was on feet, on foot, because obviously he's not in a police car, but he walked up on foot to do a traffic stop on my car, and my car was parked and shut off. And he's a security officer, so he's not doing traffic stops. He can't pull me over on foot for my tags being expired. So we had problems from the very beginning, and he had identified as law enforcement. Well, he said, "I'm not a normal deputy," is what he kept saying, but identified as law enforcement, pulling me over for expired tags, and then detained me out there in the parking lot for hours for expired tags. I don't think so. I think we got big problems. The only one that has it on video is me. I'm the only one that has it on video. He didn't have a body cam. He had nothing to protect himself.
Right. Well, and it's been more than, what day did it happen in November?
Well, I called you the day after, so it happened November 20. It happened on the 20th. I called you guys on the 21st and filed a complaint.
Okay, yeah, it's been more than 30 days, so unless they retain the footage from the parking garage.
What footage? It was in a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one with it on camera.
Everywhere.
I hope they have it. I hope they do, because since I called you first. I called you guys the day after.
Yeah, did you...
I said all the same things.
Okay. And did you talk to them about this at all, or did you
Who's
call
them?
us after that happened?
I mean, I called...
Ameristar.
No. Why would I contact them? They had already told me if I contacted them again that I would go to jail for contacting them.
Be in trouble. Okay. I'm just asking.
No,
I don't know the whole story.
I'm not trying to be mean to you at all. Please, I want you to excuse my attitude, because it's not you at all. It is the fact that I have been given the runaround. I'm a very intelligent person, and this is my life. So I can spend all day, every day, until I get to the bottom of it. I can dive deep. And so
what's your goal? What's your end goal? What are you hoping to have done?
Well, somebody is liable for this. Somebody's liable for that man, the security guard, invasively. He already searched me once, saying he was an officer of the law. And then the real officers showed up, about, 7 minutes later. So he's detaining me in the parking lot for expired tags, okay? Do you not see what the problem is right there? It's not legal.
Yeah, I don't know, what he's saying.
Well, I do. I have it on camera, but
you don't need us to do anything as far as
I need you to tell me why you guys
pursue them.
No, but why did you guys
a lawsuit?
Yeah, I know. I know what I can do. I know what I can do. I want to know. I dialed back to who did I call first, because I started going live on YouTube with everybody on the phone so they could just bury themselves. But I went back to who did I contact first, because I was told to contact the Gaming Commission. And when I contacted the Gaming Commission to come make a complaint, I was very literally told on a recorded phone call that, we don't handle stuff like this. We just are in charge of how the slot machines work. Very literally, that's what I was told. That's crazy. Okay? I told you your security guard assaulted me, detained me for expired tags, and I went in to tell the long story about the GM. I now know that he doesn't exist, but guess what? She didn't tell me that last time. She went along.
If there was any patrol person there?
Yes.
At the time?
7 minutes later, after about 7 minutes, the officers from Clay County drive onto the scene.
Okay. No, I was wondering if you'd seen anybody from the Missouri Highway Patrol there, or was it just Clay County?
It was just Clay County, but the original incident, I've been asking since day one, who was that man with the badge on inside the casino?
Okay.
He wore plain clothes and a gold badge, and they would never tell me his name or his occupation.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. It could be. It could. It could be an agent at the boat. It could be their own security people.
It's like
Was they wearing a suit?
no, just kind of jeans and a t-shirt with a gold badge. But my problem backs up to you guys because you were the first people I called and said I was sexually assaulted to, and you're women. You know, at the end of the day, y'all are women, and I was spun in the wrong direction, and I think that you probably know I was. And I was sure of it, but I had to go back and listen to her call because she kept asking me, you know, who'd you talk to? Who'd you talk to? And I kept saying, it was you. I talked to you. And I had to hang up and reassure myself that I'm not losing my mind. So I went back and listened to her very name and her very voice and her tell me that she's in charge of how the slot machines work. You don't say that to a sexually assaulted woman. You're pointing her in the wrong direction. You could have helped me a long, long time
ago. Did you tell the police that day when it happened?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer, but you know, my stepdad was.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm thinking we don't do criminal actions. We're just a regulatory agency.
Right, but I was fine.
So,
I wanted to file a complaint against the GM, and I told her his name.
Oh.
Okay, and then she told me whatever. But guess what she said today? Today she listens. She's listening to me actually, and she tells me, I don't know who J.C. Rieger is. Okay, well, that's odd because I already told you the story back then. Now you don't know who he is. And Keith Henson is actually the GM. Well, then we got even bigger problems, I guess, because when I tried to file the complaint on J.C. Rieger, he was the end-all, be-all. That's what I was told.
Mindy, can I get the spelling of your last name?
Yeah, it's Houck.
Houck. Okay. All right, well, Liz did look into it. And she's got your number, right?
I mean, that's what she said the first time I called November 21st, so I don't trust that.
Well, I know she's been looking into it because I can hear her down the hallway. Like, she called the casino and is trying to gather information to address your complaint. But I don't think she's not going to be able to I don't think they haven't called her back. You know, it's the day after Christmas, so a lot of people aren't available. So imagine it might take a couple days for her to get that answer to you.
Just have her send an email to the places that they had me email. They emailed me right back. You know, somebody from security is working. They have to be there 24 hours a day.
Oh, well, she's actually waiting for phone calls to talk to the people.
An easy call to make would be this.
Okay,
an easy email to send.
Well, I'll have her
send an email and say.
I'll have her call you back when she knows something so that she can talk to you intelligently about it.
Okay, I would like her to call me back before she goes home and just tell me, hey, I haven't forgot about you like I did back in November. That'd be cool. Okay?
No, she's here, and she just heard me tell you that. I mean, I just you don't have the call back. She said no. So.
Okay.
Because she's leaving in 2 minutes. She heard.
Okay, well, make sure that she knows.
She knows she's looking into it. She is. She's not gonna not call you back.
Just tell her don't forget about me like she did back in November. Okay.
I will. I'll say those exact words to her.
Thank you.
She's gonna come back. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. Are these people like the dumbest? The dumbest. I've never seriously dealt with people that are more dumb in my entire life. Okay, I didn't go live for any other reason other than to just have that recorded. I have COVID and I'm sick and I'm gonna go back to sleep. I think I've done enough for the day. So anyway, that was a spin move, right? And I'm sick of being spun. I'm too tired for it. I'm sick. And I'll call you guys later. I'll call you guys. I'll come back later. Okay, bye.